anticipating that. Nice.
Rob squared, look what I have.
It's back. It's been resurrected.
I did a whole rip to the Lebitard hat. I thought I left it at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
I even called.
Yeah, you were
like, I was nice to the guy, and I was like, damn, someone stole my hat. Nope, it was just sitting on the couch.
And I think actually so we recorded the video that is going to be released just before this one last night. Now we're recording these, finishing up our recaps here.
Yeah.
But I think the last video we discussed the Lebitard hat a little bit because when I was editing it. And then here it is.
Yeah.
Just an episode later.
My dog ran away, and now I got my dog back, and I love my dog more now.
Yeah.
So I might just like put this in a glass case.
Yeah.
All right, we're finishing up the recap here. Week 4.
Yeah.
We got about 7 games done. So the next game here, Giants at Saints. This one hurt us personally because of some of our bets, but we won't get into that too much. Giants 27, Saints 21.
Yeah.
Nice comeback for the Giants there, and that's not what they're designed to do, you know. It was impressive, to say the least.
Yeah, well, they needed it. They had a few close losses earlier in the year. Or Washington, I think they had a close loss against Atlanta. So they had some
field goal games.
Yeah, they could have been 3-1 right now. So that was a must win for them if they want any chance at competing in that division.
And they were beat up. I mean, they're losing 2 of their top 3 receivers.
Yep. Saquon's back now.
Yeah,
Gallaudet
Saquon played 89% of the snaps, so he's playing elite snap share right now. And they're not even, he's getting all the run he can get. And with that talent, I don't care about the O-line, I don't care about the offense, top 5 running back.
Yeah.
This is what we thought we had. You had to deal with it early. You probably lost your first 2 games, unless you benched him, but it's just so hard to bench. It's like when Calvin Johnson in the past was, questionable and always going to be on a snap count. You should still play Calvin Johnson because he's 1 play away from 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and 50% snap share for a running back.
It's not bad. Yeah.
You can do something with that now.
On the Giants, it's not the best, but it's still, you expect 12 points, and he was getting 6.
Yeah.
Now we're looking at surefire, like, you don't want to face Saquon Barkley.
Well, especially in those first 2 weeks, that he had like 1 big 40-yard run or 40-yard catch, right? And then the rest would be
negative, like
8 carries for 7 yards.
And he wasn't quite getting the catches, but we've seen this man have 90 catches before. He just can do it all. He's going to get goal line work. He's going to get 3rd down work. He's going to get turbo package. He's going to get everything, dude. And he looks healthy, especially. He looks healthy. He looks hungry. Yep. He's playing for a contract right now.
Yeah.
Because, look what happened with Todd Gurley, man. It's NFL not for long, and running backs is even less than that.
Yeah.
So I don't care what your draft stock was. No other team's going to pay for that unless you show that you're Saquon Barkley again.
Yep.
So love it for Barkley. Kenny Gallaudet, our guy,
not bad.
Will bounce back. He had 7 targets, 6 for 116.
Yeah.
92% played. He was out there a lot, and they really needed him. They had Kadarius Toney and John Ross sighting, which was nice.
Yeah,
nice touchdown.
Activate both those other guys off the IR.
Tony played 78% and actually looked real good.
Yeah.
Like after the catch, super shifty, and actually pretty crafty. He didn't drop any passes. That was his
He's bigger than I realized.
Yeah, his knock was he wasn't ready to, for the playbook and just all that stuff. He was more of a project. If Shepard and Slayton miss again, look at him.
Yeah.
Because he had 9 targets, 6 for 78. Not bad. Played 78% of the snaps. And then John Ross had that big catch, but he played 44%. So they're playing a lot of 2 tight ends with Kyle Rudolph and Evan Ingram. For some reason, they're playing Rudolph still.
Greg Olsen.
Yeah, he looked like Greg Olsen. Yeah.
The tattoo.
Totally. So Kenny Gallaudet, though, 6 for 116, and it's not just the numbers. There was a couple plays. He had that crucial play to get him down there to win the game. He looked a little faster than we saw, and he was looking spry and looking like aggressive. I like to see he got up a couple times and showed some fire.
Yeah, getting the targets. I mean,
we didn't see that the first couple
wheel,
weeks. So.
like you like to say.
And that win was big because Kenny Gallaudet, obviously Barkley and Daniel Jones, but Kenny Gallaudet is one of the reasons. He had 6 catches on 7 targets. He was a go-to guy. He had the best corner on the Saints. He proved his worth, and I feel like it's a big game for his confidence. Coming back from the injury, you know what I mean? Like, let's go. I mean, he's back.
Yep, I like it.
And then the tight ends, trash. None of them. Saints-wise, real quick, they played 63 snaps. Saints played 68, so it was somewhat of a fast-paced game for only having 48 points.
Yeah.
Callaway played 82%. Harris 49. Hogan 21. They're not really playing a lot of receivers at all, and Harris has some decent numbers. He's getting screen passes. He had 8 targets, 5 for 52. He's playing 49%. Avoid. Don't like buy into that
until Mike Thomas comes back. Like what are the Saints? Like it feels like they're waiting for Mike Thomas.
They're playing a college offense and it's gimmicks, right? They got Taysom Hill involved a lot.
It feels like they're trying hard to score points.
Taysom Hill had 3 passing attempts, threw a pick on one of them. It was like a weird flea flicker play.
Yeah.
But he actually was playing quarterback. He had 3 attempts. He had 6 carries for 28 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also had 2 catches. So like what the fuck,
they're
bro?
Trying real hard to score. Yeah, they need to. That's not.
It's crazy, and they're only like Jameis Winston had 23 pass attempts. Nice game, 17 to 23, 226 and a tutty. I don't think he's had more than 25 pass attempts at all.
No, which is
so it feels like Sean Payton's a little scared of him ruining the game for him.
Who's he throwing to?
Right, that's why. But I mean, at some point they're going to have to open it up a bit, and hopefully when Michael Thomas comes back. I mean, I know Jameis is kind of a knucklehead, but he has been taking care of the ball.
Imagine his target share when he comes back.
Oh, he's going to get all of it. Unfortunately, if they're only throwing 23 passes, it's only going to be 8 targets. But hey, we'll take 8 targets for MT.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it might not just be slants with Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
So Gallaudet was the only other relevant one. He had 2 targets, 2 catches, 74 yards. He had that really long catch, injured his ankle, but then came back. But he played 82%.
Yeah.
So he's on the field. He's risky because he's not going to get the volume. You're expecting a touchdown, a big play. But at least he's on the field. And then I had Adam Troutman here, 57%. He had 1 catch for 8 yards. Drop him.
Yeah.
The hype, I bought into it. I like him as a player. They're not using their tight ends. They're not using their passing game.
The idea was good with it, but I think until MT comes back, I don't have a good idea what the Saints are. I mean,
and their defense
they're a decent team,
good.
but I don't know.
They're not going to be getting in many shootouts. Like somehow this game was 7-7 at the first half, and then it opened up. It took overtime. It's going to be low scoring. Over-unders of 42. That's not very fantasy friendly. So, let's give me a throw here. Nice. God. Oh, all right. Titans at Jets. This one hurt me because I had the Titans straight up. I had the Titans plus minus 7.5 before I realized Julio didn't play, and then they were on my bet segment at 6.5, and then it went down to 5.5. They didn't cover any of those because they lost the game. And I had them in like 5 parlays, bro. And I actually had them where I was, teasing them down to fucking, straight up. Just win the game.
Yeah.
Or a tie would have been fine, right? We had the one bet where I just would have won 140 if they tied. And, of course, they couldn't kick the field. They missed a 52-yarder or whatever. Here's a crazy stat that I saw. So the Jets ran 61 plays. The Titans ran 100 plays. I've never seen that before. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Granted, it almost went all the length of overtime. That's 10 minutes. There was only 1 possession for the Titans, though. 1 extra possession. Probably was a 13-play drive.
Yeah.
100 snaps, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa. And they lost the game. Like, obviously, it's because every possession, went to 4th down. It was like 4th and 3, and they convert.
It was just,
3rd and 7.
Derrick Henry, 4-yarder on Derrick Henry, 4-yarder on
so every drive was a 12-play drive. So 27-24 Jets. Jets get off the schneid. Does Detroit opposite do what the Dolphins do? They don't pop champagne, the 0-16. You know what I mean? They get pissed. They go out and fucking commit like a hate crime.
Was it just the Lions?
Maybe the Buccaneers back when they were like an expansion team in 72 or whatever it was. Maybe it was 72. No, 72 Dolphins. I think it was like $91.
No, it was in the 70s. I think it was like 78.
No. It was when they had like Trent Dilfer before.
Because I'm thinking in the 70s when they became the Bucs.
Maybe it was, okay.
They started off like
maybe late 70s.
18.
Right.
Like that,
Right. But I don't think they had a 16-game schedule then.
It was,
maybe 15.
So
it's Detroit, though. So instead of popping champagne like the Dolphins do, they get pissed when a team is a bad team like that. So they, like I said, commit a hate crime or burn a building down do an Adam Sandler and just like dog shit on their fucking neighbors. They're pissed about that because, I feel sorry for the Lions. As Bears fans, we have bad history, minus 85. Way better than them.
Yeah.
Way better. They had Barry Sanders, though. It was very slow.
Calvin Johnson.
I know you hate that.
Barry Sanders
slow, yeah. Very shifty, but slow. Anyways.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, man, who's not slow. 59%. McNichols actually played 40%, which that's 40 snaps.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I did hear that Darrington Evans is coming off the IR this week, so we'll see what that is. I mean, I feel like McNichols is a straight 3rd down back where Darrington Evans has some handcuff appeal.
Yeah.
If you wanted to roster, McNichols is not going to get the snaps or the role that Henry has. I don't think Evans would either, but he's kind of a bigger guy that could do everything.
It seems like they're using it. I mean, until they get the receivers back and get some momentum, like it's, settle in on offense. Right now, it seems like it's been so up and down for them this year.
Yeah.
They got their ass kicked week 1, came back and had a big win. Another big win, and then got their, not their ass kicked, but they lost to the Jets. So
yeah.
It's,
wide receiver wise, we're just going to skip over that. Josh Reynolds actually played well, but that's trash. Jets here, 61 plays. Again, the Jets, there's really nothing to uncover here. Zach Wilson did okay, had some big plays.
Yep.
Michael Carter, actually, Tevin Coleman was active and had like 12% snap share. I didn't even write it down. Michael Carter played 51%, and it wasn't a great game, but I feel like that's why you drafted Michael Carter for week 9, week 10, and on. Eventually, they're going to be 2-9, and let's just play the young guy. I don't know what he's going to offer you, but he might be back end RB2, especially in a PPR league. And then Corey Davis, Jamison Crowder came back, had some decent catches, played 62%. Corey Davis played 82%. Apparently, Corey Davis will give you 20 or give you 2.
Yeah.
If they get 0 points, if they score 0 points, then Corey Davis just gets shut down. The games they score, it's all through Corey Davis.
I lock it.
Yeah, right. Nice. All right. You go first.
Dude, no way. How am I? I'm missing high, too.
Yeah.
It's sailing over.
Right.
I'm not getting any drop on it.
Chiefs-Eagles. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
One we had a lot invested in. One of our bigger bets. And the score indicates a closer game than it was. Even though in the first quarter it was close.
I felt like it was close the whole time. Like, I was nervous. Like, because of the spread, I was nervous, I should say. Right.
So what I'll say is the first quarter was like close. It was 10. Actually, the Eagles were up 10-7. And then so through second and third quarter, Chiefs outscored them 14-3 and then 7-3. So then they had the lead, and then actually they were up 14-7 in the fourth quarter in terms of points, and then the Eagles scored that late touchdown. So it was 42-22. And they rolled. I mean, they eventually got their offense going. Mahomes, 5 touchdowns, a couple underhand. He's creating ways. What it reminds me of is like they're kind of getting bored. Hence why they lost those games. It reminds me of like Steph Curry in the mid-December, right, when they were rolling. And Steph Curry would just like once or twice a game just do something absurd.
Yeah.
Like a 1-foot fadeaway 34-footer and probably make it.
Yeah.
But like it's a real bad shot.
Yeah.
And it's actually like probably in a close game. They know they're going to win, and it's like, well, I'm bored. I'm just going to play horse. You know what I mean?
I get it. I think the Chiefs are. I don't think they're feeling like they're overconfident right now.
No, I'm talking about Mahomes as a player. Like when it's first and goal on the 3, you probably should just run it or like run a fade. You don't need to do a trick. The Kelsey play. But the thing is, I get it when it's for Kelsey. They're doing it for like Blake Bell.
Yeah,
and like it's just a risky play because it could get picked.
It looks like
it's crazy. Like I've never seen
the guy bobbles it. Like the guy could bobble it and
quick prop bet for you. Whole career. Patrick Mahomes underhand touchdown passes or Daniel Jones touchdown passes? Because it looks like Mahomes gets about 7 a year, right?
Jones throws.
No, but how long is Daniel Jones going to play? You know what? He's looking better. I'm saying like for their whole career. Mahomes plays obviously not Tom Brady level. Let's say he plays Peyton Manning's career.
Okay.
So 6 underhand touchdown passes for 20 years is 100. 120 touchdown passes underhand.
Yeah.
Is Daniel Jones going to throw 120 touchdowns? I don't know.
Maybe.
Weird prop bet.
Interesting.
Right. It's just funny, like we're talking about underhand, but it's legit a thing.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. He's having fun out there, and I love it for fantasy because those should be rushing touchdowns. Like it's not really a passing touchdown. Same thing as
love it because you have him.
He's just a free because like also the jet sweep that now they do where instead of the handoff because it's a fumble if they don't handle it, the little flick, it's incomplete if it drops it. It's a technicality, right?
Yeah.
And it's just straight padding these guys' touchdown numbers because,
especially
Mahomes, you see it from Rodgers, some of these other guys, they get 4 of those a year.
Yeah.
Those I feel like that play never happened in the past, but if they did, I feel like the old rules have been like that's a rush.
Yeah.
Now it's like technically it's a pass.
Yeah.
Love it for fantasy, right? Give me the free tutties, baby. Like Mahomes need any more free touchdowns. Like I mean he's on pace to break the record this year for everything.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure extra gain added, helps. So CEH had a nice game stat-wise, 14 carries, 102, 70 yards a carry. And he added 2 catches for 12 yards and had that receiving touchdown.
Yeah.
But Darrell Williams had 10 for 42 and a touchdown, had a rushing touchdown. and had 2 for 16. So similar workload.
And he gets the rushing touch.
Right. He had it last week, too. Last week he had negative 2 yards because he had 2 carries and he lost like 4 on another one, but he had a touchdown.
Yeah.
Little Jordan Howard special.
Yeah.
So CEH played 52% and Jarrell Williams played 36%. And that's concerning because here's CEH's snap share to start the year. 72, 65, 62, 52.
Yeah.
Trending bad.
Yeah. So even though he's had a couple of touchdowns the last 2 games, it's
if that's a stock, you're worried about your money.
I'm just trying to remember the game script.
They've all been typical, there's just roller coasters, right? Yeah. So here's Darrell's snap share. And mind you, he was nursing like an ankle injury in preseason. So he didn't play in the preseason, and they started him slow. 22, 27, 34, 36. Again, I like that stock. Mm-hmm. Now, he can be fine on 52%, but that's not he's not a great player, and they don't rush in the red zone.
Yeah.
And he's not exactly a guy like Saquon that's going to bust off a 70-yard touchdown. So all you're counting on mostly is volume, good offense, and maybe some catches, but he's not really catching the ball. If he's going to play Nick Chubb's snap share without ever getting goal line carries, that's not what you paid for. Right? He was a kind of a bargain what we thought compared to last year, but he's like a back end RB2.
Yeah,
he's not a sexy player.
Should have been drafted closer to Miles Sanders than he was to Aaron Jones.
DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, right? I'm just saying, like he should have been closer to fourth.
He was going actually ahead of Swift, which is it'd be nice if Swift was just on the Chiefs. Can we have that world? Because that'd be fun.
That'd be dope.
I'd love Swift for that. Receiver wise, it's starting to get a little dicey here because Josh Gordon signed. Now he's on the active roster, and I always thought it was more of an insurance policy of if something happened to Hill or Kelsey or whatever, one of the other guys. But McCole Hardman played 52%, which is his lowest snap share of the season.
Yeah.
Robinson played his normal 67. Just he's out there as like a decoy. Pringle played 25. So it's concerning. I don't think Josh Gordon's necessarily going to be fantasy relevant, but he could be a thorn in the spine of the guys. You don't want to be starting Hardman or Robinson, but sometimes desperation-wise, you could do worse than a Chiefs receiver.
Yeah, well, the Chiefs they're only averaging like 35 points.
Yeah, that's about it.
So they need to pump those numbers back up to like 38.
Yeah.
Because right now they've lost.
Technically, it is low for them, right? Yeah, just keep an eye on Josh Gordon. I mean, it's goddamn tradition, unlike any other. We're going to be talking about this in 6 years if we're still doing the pod.
News media won't let you forget about Josh Gordon.
Nope.
You'll see all the fucking stuff about him. So.
Speaking of Miles Sanders, it's not good. They played 74 snaps as a team. Good. Yeah. So Sanders still played 64%. Gainwell 39%. And most of that was in the end and garbage time. But they're not running the ball. And I thought they're running the ball okay, so last week it was really bad against the Cowboys. They had 3 running back rushes. Sorry.
Yeah.
And that was a somewhat close game in the first quarter and a half. It wasn't like a 21-0 start because they had that defensive touchdown.
Yeah.
So I always thought the Eagles, the way they win is a running team, running quarterback, decent O-line. They're trying to make fucking Jalen Hurts a pocket passer. It's not a good strategy.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had 52% completion percentage last year. That's like one of the worst of all time. Better this year, but a lot of that's from garbage time. Going 7 of 8 of that last drive is going to help you.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders had 7 carries for 13 yards. That's not good. Kenneth Gable had 3 for 31 and a touchdown, which is, obviously easier to run when it's...
I remember a lot of preseason hype on him.
Yeah, we talked about him.
And maybe it was from you, I remember.
Receiving back.
The coaches were saying he was ready to play now.
Yeah.
But obviously...
I'm pretty sure he's a Memphis guy. Same as Antonio Gibson and Tony Pollard.
Okay.
Like one of them kind of scat back guy. He's smaller. But he had 8 targets, 6 for 58 through the air. Miles Sanders had 3 targets, 3 catches for 34 yards. So he's still getting you 8 or 9 points, but this is not what you signed up for.
No.
I'm sorry, dude. Miles Sanders is better than Gainwell. Miles Sanders is a good receiver. Remember his rookie year when he came on?
Yeah.
In the second half? He's catching wheel routes. He has remember that run against the Steelers last year? 90-yard touchdown?
Yeah, no.
It's a good Steelers defense. He's got breakaway speed. He can run between the tackles. I don't know what they're doing there. So he's still getting the snaps, but he's getting the dumb snaps where they're just passing the ball.
Yeah.
So, and then Gainwell comes in, they're like, oh, let's get the ball to Gainwell.
Yeah.
How about you start the game by getting the ball to Sanders?
Yeah, those smaller gadget players are in vogue right now. So
I think I'm still rolling with Sanders. In the league I have him in, I have a couple shares this week, one more time. So I feel like he hasn't found the end zone yet. He's due for that. They're due to have a little bit better of a game. And they're against the Panthers, right? Is that right? Panthers. Hard to pass on that secondary. So we'll see. If it continues like this, I'm not saying drop him.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you need Gainwell to get hurt to get every snap.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah, it's surprising. I mean, if you got Gainwell,
it's very
good
strange.
on you.
Yeah. So the tight ends here, Goddard had a nice game. It was 5 targets, 5 for 56 and a tutty. Played 74%. Ertz played 50%. And it was, wow, Ertz
they both had a touchdown, right?
No, but Ertz had 8 targets, 6 for 60. So he's looking better. And he actually dropped a touchdown, I believe, right? Or maybe it was a little bit of a bad throw off his fingers. Yeah. They're just going to be pillaging off each other. So it's, again, Goddard, back end, tight end 1. You know, maybe 9, 10, 11 each week. He needs a touchdown to succeed because he's not going to get the volume. You know, he's never going to have a 9-catch game. Yeah. So you expect more 4 for 50, and it's make or break, does he catch a touchdown?
Well, Goddard definitely has the upside.
Yeah, I love Goddard the player. We need Ertz out of there.
Yeah.
For Ertz's sake, too. Go to fucking Jacksonville. Maybe not Jacksonville. There you go. Even though Max Williams balling.
Yeah, Ertz could do that, and then so.
All right, so that's the end of the early games, and we're gonna do our paper toss here and take a quick break, and then we're gonna get
high again.
I'm
short on it. I need to follow through.
And then we're gonna get our late games and primetime games. This is gonna be a juicy one coming up, guys. Let's go.
Follow through.
Hey, Rob Squared.